We've got an affinity for destruction. Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Krang Mastermind. He has affinity for artifacts, so you'll want to play a lot of them to reduce his cost. Then when he enters, he'll draw cards to bring you back up to 4 cards in hand, and he gets +1/+0 for each other artifact you control, which can quickly get out of hand with cheap and free artifacts, ways to discount our artifacts, and ways to play artifacts off the top of our deck. This is a deck that's all about going wide with tons of artifacts, whether they're tokens or permanents, and of course lots of ramping artifacts. This deck also is going to be using triggers from artifacts like Simulacrum Synthesizer to make constructs, getting additional loyalty on cards like Tezzeret, and even turning Krang into a little bit of food, because if you use the Witch's Oven on him, you get 2 artifacts back and you fully refund that extra mana, which means that you can use that using Urza, or maybe you can even sacrifice him to a repurposing bay for Portal to Phyrexia. This deck is full of artifacts and artifact synergy, all in mono blue. So let's take Krang into the queue and start causing some tummy trouble. Brea Ethereum Shaper, 4 color artifacts against my mono blue artifacts, but they can sacrifice artifacts to do all sorts of things like damage or life gain or removal. I have a little guy. Yeah, I got a nice curve here because I got turn 1 little guy, turn 2 a little guy or a different little guy, turn 3 perhaps the synthesizer. And you know, if they play Brea, I can have my own Brea. Would I like to hold up Disruption Protocol, or would I like to ramp? I'm gonna go for the ramp because I didn't get another land. Alright. Boop it. Yeah, Brea would be great in my deck. It's 3 artifacts. I mean, Krang loves 3 artifacts. That's such a good discount. Think of it. 3. And then I could use it to sacrifice them. To kill Brea! Oh, they're doing the fetch land with Sam. I've seen a lot of people doing this recently. Fetch land Sam. Boy, hey, wait a minute. You know, I don't think you're playing artifacts, are you? I didn't get a land again. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to save my Ornithopter of Paradise because I don't have a land. Mr. Bones. Is it some sort of, like, graveyard reanimator deck? Why is your commander Brea? I just don't know. I need to try and find lands. I found a land. I promise there's lands in my deck. My deck is 39 lands, I want to say. I actually had a game earlier before I started recording. I had 7 lands in my hand consistently through the game because I was drawing so much and I just kept drawing lands. Brea does work for good stuff because she's just removal in the command zone. Alright, I am going to clone Brea, which will trigger Simulacrum Synthesizer, which will get me more little guys and more big guys. And now I could play Krang. I could hold up Disruption Protocol. Playing Krang, I don't draw any cards, but I do get another construct. I think it's worth it. I could also kill Mr. Bones, but like, what's Mr. Bones doing here? Ain't doing much at all. I want another 9/9. Thank you for the Brea. That was very cool of you. Terrors of the track. As creatures die, they'll get some more stuff. Yeah, I wonder if they like had built a deck with partners. And then just undid it because it was matching too high. I'll tell you this though, like matchmaking right now is very silly. I'll trade Thopter for Thopter. Excellent. Most excellent. I'm eyeing my Tezzy here. To get some little guys. Tezzeret can actually get me a land. Which I think I'm going to do because I really need a land.
Even the smallest trinket.
Yeah, maybe a Dark Steel Citadel. Was I the starting player? No, they were. I'll go Rising Chicane. Speed up!
I am in charge here.
I'll swing with one of my chunky constructs. That'll trigger this. Yeah, it's like a Crom Timna deck. This looks like it could have been a Crom Timna deck that they swapped for Brea. All right, I should be attacking with Krang too. He's just so killable. Okay, they sacrificed 2 to just deal damage to me? You're not gonna kill Tezzeret? Okay. Ghost Vacuum! My cat is on the floor and yelling at me. They've been messing with matchmaking a lot. If you've been wondering, hey, how come it seems like all my decks are matching into super high-powered stuff? It's not just you. Or if you usually play high-powered stuff, you're like, why am I matching into low-powered stuff? They've been just, I think, spreading out the matchmaking, so everybody's matching into everybody a lot more, which means you'll get a bigger variety of matchups sometimes, especially if you're used to playing up in Hellq, but Hellq is kind of just gone away. They're making it so Ragavans will match with heiresses, and everybody's weird and in different places. What's going on? Fugitive Void. Fugi Droid. Okay. I guess I could have killed Emperor of Bones in response to the adapt. I forgot. I forgot. I was too busy talking about matchmaking. They're gonna exile. There's no creatures anywhere, so you just, I guess, not doing it. Sure. Oh, everybody's swinging in. Terrors is gonna clone itself into hand. Great. I will block you and you and you. I want you to live forever. Mr. Bones! I'll block you. Oh, right. I could have blocked that. Yeah, I want to see what they're doing. Because Brea doesn't have anything to sacrifice other than herself and the Fugitive Droid. Yeah, I'm thinking board wipe, which is why I'm just going to hold Disruption Protocol over using the Brea ability. Actually coming up or what? Okay, she gave up. Scraps has been very, needy this morning. It's my cat. Okay. 3 to my face, which triggers the tracks. They did leave potential board wipe mana up, so still gonna just let this go through. I'm gonna cast it. Witch-ruption Protocol? Disruption Protocol. Damn. Funky graveyard deck you have there, Brea. I really appreciated getting a copy of you. Cavero, Mind Bitten. That's Superior Spider-Man. Becomes a copy when it's cast of something in the graveyard. I have a little card draw. I have the Blinker. But I feel like this is kind of tough. The Surgical Metamorph, though, as Cavero. Replacement effects on replacement effects. Ooh, yeah, Witch's Oven. Witch's Oven with Krang is very good. Lets you recycle him and, like, negate the command tax. So you can draw more because you make 2 food. So it's 2 more artifacts. A Superior Spider-Man. I ain't optimizing. I'm playing the Tome. This is gonna fill my hand up with some cheap card draw spells. Mostly, I'm getting some free blue spells to use with Force of Negation. Yay! Tome is a cheap artifact that it's just good. Very nice equipment, provides a little bit of protection, a little bit of power, and some card advantage. Now, like, Krang is also card advantage. I do want to be emptying out my hand, but they're all just cheap cantrips. They're all, I think, 1 mana draw spells. Okay, an Arcane Signet, that's fine. The thing I really want to look out for is them, like, entombing things into their graveyard, because Cavero is oftentimes putting, well, really scary cards in the graveyard. Bringer, Arden, and Ulamog. There's a bunch of scary reanimation chains that they can go for. Okay, so they're actually snuffing here? I'll negate that. Drop that brainstorm I got. An Obsessive Search. I don't need that. They got enough mana to cast this, but there's no creatures in the graveyard. Okay, Tainted Indulgence to draw and discard. Maybe putting a big scary thing from their hand into the graveyard. By the way, I have, I think, 2 different graveyard hate artifacts. Oh god, Broodlord. So oftentimes, hoarding Broodlord, if they're going for it, means that they're doing reanimation combos with it, where you, like, saw it in half to get other pieces. It's kind of just frustrating. I can hold the Spell Bomb to try and interrupt parts of that. So that means not playing Krang this turn. I guess I could play Krang this turn. I have to be tapping carefully. Great. More Tommy stuff. And I've got a bunch of instants. Perforator Crocodile. He's the perfect crocodile. Aww. What if I should have sacrificed Hope there? Since if they bring back Crocodile, like, they're dead anyway. Yeah, hopefully I find, like, the Ooze or Ghost Vacuum soon. Here's Cavero, who enters the battlefield as a copy of Hoarding Broodlord. Before Hoarding Broodlord gets to tutor, I am going to bounce it back into their hand. That way they're not able to convoke the card, because it lets you cast the convoke things from exile as part of like that tutor chain. I think it's like saw in half. They wouldn't be able to cast that this turn. Like saw in half, sacrifice. There's just a whole bunch of stuff, and you have to just watch them do it over and over. And now it's gone. They have just one card, and they do not have the super high cost. Okay, reanimate's totally fine. I will munch up Guidelight Optimizer. Krang's gonna get hit, but that's fine. Ow! He's into it, don't worry. I was the starting player, so this enters tapped. That's fine. Moonsnare Prototype. Cryogen Relic. I'll tap the food for it. Rising Chicane. Do some chicanery here. Saw sack, peer into the abyss. Yeah. That's rough. Move my commander to the command zone. Why? I'd love to. Now I have that wash away in case they try to do anything cheeky. Oh, wait, he's in their hand. I have 2 instant speed search spells. 3 even. Brainstorm's pretty nice. Yeah, they can become a copy of Crocodile, but that doesn't do as much. Scraps, would you like to come up or not? She's being so silly this morning. I think she just really wants to play. A talisman of dominance. And a cruelty of Gix. Okay. Chapter 1. No, Chapter 2. They're going straight for the tutor. Okay, Fugitive Droid. Would give me some protection. Not the protection I need. I'm trying to think of, like, off Inventor's Fair, there's anything I can grab that would be super meaningful here. Yeah, I'm not familiar enough with, like, all the combos they'd be doing. Tap the food. Oh, Urza. Should have done that first, I guess. I'm just gonna hold the, hold these spells. Yeah, I have enough for the wash away. And then Urza can help me get silly with it. If they go for the Crocodile versus, say, Hope of Girapur, I'll just sacrifice the Foundry Inspector. Yum yum. More delicious food. Oh boy, more stab wounds! Tapped land, it's a reanimating land. Kavero could become a 4/4 Foundry Inspector. Yippee. I don't know what they tutored for. That's what I'm a little worried about. Like, it could be Buried Alive. Because Buried Alive is the tutor that puts everything in. Entomb is, like, faster and harder to interrupt. Okay, Harvester and Liliana in the graveyard. Those are totally fine. They untap all their lands. Oh, buried alive, buried alive. They have enough mana to, like, buried alive into a combo to bring back with this. That's what I'm going to counter. Because if I counter Cabero, they just play him again. Good news, they can't do it this turn. And I should have a lot of digging next turn to potentially find things to help. Let's see. Inventor's Fair. I can tutor for the graveyard hate. I'd play Urza first, because let's just say I'm loaded with mana from him. Okay, they went Arden and Ulamog. Tap. 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 Oh, that's 1 mana for 1 mana. Hold up. Maybe I should be shuffling first, though. 1 mana for 1 mana. Where are ya? My beloved. The ooze. Ghost Vacuum also worked, but I like the ooze more. Oh wait, I'm actually going to tap this, then sacrifice it to Witch's Oven, play the ooze, hit the stuff in the graveyard. That gives me enough to play Krang as well. So I'll play Krang. Draw some more cards. Have some more fun. Staying alive. Buried alive. Leovold, Emissary of Trest, is going to prevent me from drawing additional cards, which means that my deck can't really do the thing it's doing at all. Which stinks. But I don't really get a choice in my opponents, so sure, I'll play against the Leovold, and I'll hate it every moment along the way. Because it's Leovold. Yeah, this is the kind of deck where, like, just the passive nature of this commander, and the fact that, like, my deck's not very good at, you know, taking out commanders. It's not designed for that. It's designed around playing a lot of artifacts. Leovold is going to be able to hinder my progress, stop me from doing what I'm doing. I'll do my best, though, to, like, draw some cards while I can, though Krang will probably just be a big beater. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Cryogen Relic. That's rough. There goes my turn. Oh, that's lucky. Hey, Emery. Maybe I can bring it back next turn. Hello, Emery. Okay, they're able to exile 3 of the 4 artifacts in my graveyard. I think you leave me with Ornithopter. But since I'm an affinity deck, like, yeah, I'll take it. Yay. He's just a little guy. Or if I should have Memory Guardianed instead. Probably. But I think it'll land. So I'm down. Here's Leovold, who says, "Never again shall you draw cards." Thanks. I hate it. I could still, like, play out artifacts, though, even without the card draw. Try to get him with the beats. They're stonking. Planar Incision, I probably want to use to protect Emery, but I also kind of want to blink her while they're tapped out, just to put more stuff in the graveyard. Well, I don't like that. Yay, Inventor's Fair! Thank you, Inventor's Fair. A good bonk. I guess I could hold a Planar Incision and still play Krang. Yeah, I should have played Krang that turn just to, like, he's pretty powerful with this many artifacts out. Okay, Dalthy Voidwalker, going to make it so anything going into my graveyard is just gone forever. Ignore Leovold, hit face. Gain 1 life, yay. One Krang, please. I won't get to draw. Thanks, Leovold. I'm saving my boy, because this is so far like, these two are going to be the only way I really have to, like, win, is just try to hit them. But they're a Leovold deck. They're going to have access to board wipes, bounces, more removal. It's going to be tough for me. At least I have Mirror. Yeah, Emery's kind of turned off with the Dalthy Voidwalker here. All right, so there they went for the board wipe. Everything goes to exile. Krang returns. But Krang costs 9 mana, and they brought Leovold back anyway. Ugh. Get a load of this guy. I'm down with drawing that. Somehow Krang returned. He's just a little tummy man in a jar. Ugh, Risco. Risco's gonna help them gain life back. Oh, brother. This guy stinks. Nice repurposing bay. Repurposing bay is bay. Rising Chicane. No, I'm gonna keep it there. If we were a Paradox Engine deck, like, we wouldn't even be going for it here anyway. But we're not a Paradox Engine deck. We're just silly little Krangs. I take 6 more damage. Ow, oof. Thank you for gaining me a life. I really appreciate it. You're super cool for that. This enters tapped, but it is an artifact, so it will count for all of this stuff. Now we do Mirror Enforcer first, because it costs 1. I'm very much in the, like, hope they don't counter this. Like, I don't get to draw. But I do get to repurpose Krang into... Don't Tails on this, come on. I wanted to have a portal to Phyrexia! Womp womp. Yeah. Do I have any 8-cost artifacts? I'm not running Cityscape. So I don't think I can repurposing Bay Enforcer into it. Just attacking with everything? No? Okay. Moon Snare. Do I make a Risco or a Leovold? Oh, this one can only copy... Oh, no, this is for the tapping. I was like, what was it asking me to tap? Tap the Forge. I thought that was the copy there, and I was confused. Okay. They'll get to draw a card. But they have a Risco in play, which is why I want Leovold. I don't get to draw, but if it reaches midnight, you don't get to draw either! Okay, Risco's indestructible. Leovold dies. They go to 8. See if they have another board wipe. They've already had one. Awaken the Honored Dead. Do you destroy the Leovold? Because otherwise... Yeah, I'd love to draw a card. Oh my god, I get to draw a card? Otherwise, they would just, like, get nothing. Hold up. I'm putting an upkeep stop here. Yeah! Wait. Tricks first. Yeah! Yeah! I can draw cards! Yes! Chat, look, I can draw cards! For a brief, sweet moment in time! Do you know how happy that makes me? Oh, speed is now maximum for my Rising Chicane. At the beginning of combat, this is going to become a 2/2 construct. It's not actually that good for me, but, like, it's cool. It makes my land more killable. Ooh, they just milled a board wipe. Oh no, Ristic Study. The gain land has gained me, like, 6 life, yeah. Oh, okay. I just got a full grip. But without Leovold, like, I'm just still swinging in. Kefka, Court, Mage. They'll be making both players discard and then drawing cards based on the things that have been discarded. I have a great start here with 2 artifacts on the first turn. And then maybe Emery, maybe holding up the Metallic Rebuke. Also having Force and Negation, that's nice too. I'll play a Bauble. Ideally, I'm not dropping this. I'm not cracking open this Bauble. But with Emery, like, if we get to their end step, I might just do it. If there's nothing I need to counter. Okay, well, I don't need to counter this, but I think it will slow them down, so I'll do it. And I can still crack this on their turn and recur it, because it's free. Let's see, did I mill anything else? Oh, well, I got the ooze. Well, I want the ooze. Ooh, repurposing bay. But the ooze! But repurposing bay. But the ooze! What can I say? I know what I like. Ooze. My deck does look like a Paradox Engine deck. There's no Paradox Engine deck in it, or no Paradox Engine in it just because it doesn't need it. And I figured, like, why bother going for a combo when we can just be Krangin'? By the way, that Witch's Oven is like one of the easiest ways to enable Paradox Engine combo with this. Ooh, yay! Ornithopters. Yum! Repurposing bay. Yum! Okay, Force Spike. Fair. If you're wondering what Repurposing Bay is in here for, Krang, our good friend Krang here, actually has a mana value of 8. And there is a card that is an artifact that has a mana value of 9 that you might be familiar with. Oh god, I'm about to get wrecked though. I hope I get a blue spell off the top so I can Force of Negation. Okay, well, I didn't. Oh wait, did they shuffle that? Yeah, it's Portal. Portal to Phyrexia. So we can essentially pod with Repurposing Bay, which also gives me the card draw on Krang again. I think they might have shuffled that. Yeah, I think I did the timing wrong, so we're fine. Yes! I did the timing wrong! They don't have Brotherhood's End. Genius, Amy, genius. Just goof yourself real hard. Okay, they're bouncing Emery. I'm gonna choose 2 ooze. 200 IQ plays. Yes, just get yourself real stupid. Here's Emery again. Mill, 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 mill. Krang for a hand refill. Oh, they're gonna stifle his trigger? Okay. Yes, we also thought about putting the other version of Krang, the indestructible version of Krang. Oh, they found it. Into the deck. All right, so they're going to destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less, which means all of these are going to go away. I guess I'll just hit the land in their graveyard. This doesn't actually make a difference, but it'll make me feel better about myself. These go away. My land gets destroyed, and now Krang is baby. I can't bring back lands off Emery. It's only casting. I really want that Repurposing Bay, though. Or do I just go for the card draw? I think I'm gonna go for the Everflowing Well. Try to get me a land. Land good. Swinging for 2. Are any of the Donatellos in this deck? They're not. I found that like none of Donatello's designs seemed really fast enough for Brawl. This should flip over next turn. But these are all legends, so it won't do as much. Wonder if they're gonna destroy this. Yeah, Kolaghan's command. I think you kill Emery, destroy the well. Mythic Donnie is just too slow. Yeah, that's how I feel. All right, what's on top? Treasure Vault. Exile it. Displacer Kitten. Thoughtseize. Wonder if they have land into Kefka here. Just make me super discard. Yeah, I think that the Donatello, if you want to play them in Standard Brawl, that's a pretty good place for them. In fact, this Krang is also pretty cool for Standard Brawl. I need cheap artifacts. Ooh, Wanchy Tongue. Krang gets blocked. You give me any non-creature spell, I'm gonna force it so I can draw. Yeah, I'll take it. Force of Negation, dropping Emporium Thopterus so Krang can blink. Hand empty, head empty. Yeah, I think that Krang getting you only to a maximum of 4 cards is a really great way that they balance this card. To be like, no, you should always keep your hand empty for him. Redirect Lightning to change what the Displacer Kitten is blinking. Okay. The kitten is now blinking itself. They are also lightning bolting the kitten. Aww. They already destroyed all my artifacts. They took away everything I love. Actually, because they're Kefka, I am gonna draw this land. Whee! Soon. Probably not. Probably just gets discarded, honestly. Discarded to Kefka. I don't discard. They discarded Opposition Agent. Oh, yeah, you are sipping a lot of haterade, aren't you? What's that for? Monkey. Wanchy Tongue. Alright, on my turn, I'm going to, move this portal to Phyrexia away. I can play Cargo Ship. I can play this land. I could have also forgone the Cargo Ship just to animate Hall of Storm Giants as a better blocker. But I feel like I'm blocking Ragavan here anyway, because my hand's empty. Just kidding. They're not attacking in on the ground. Can I use that for abilities? No. Ow. You're really leaning into the anti-tutor package? Yes. I'll trade Cargo Ship with Brazen Borrower. Hey. Okay. For 1. I'll just keep hurting myself. Foundry Inspector. Okay, Alright, that gives you a nice happy attack. Yeah. That works. Now you attack and kill me. Now you attack and kill me. Yep, there we go. And we die. I promise my deck is mostly artifacts. But sometimes you get Brotherhood ended and they destroy all your artifacts. Lumra, Bellow of the Woods, can go infinite in a couple different ways. By recurring lands from the graveyard, getting some landfall triggers, and having your lands come in untapped. And of course we have multiple ways to sacrifice all your lands. I go first. I do have some fun artifacts here. And who knows, maybe I could have a Lumra of my own. Lumra's not very useful here. I don't even have fetch lands in this deck. Let's start with the Chicane. It doesn't tap for mana right away because it comes in tapped, but it's an artifact. So that's it. Thank you so much for the sub. They're ramping. I can ramp too. And my ramp double discounts my Krang. Eventually I'll go fast and then it will be a construct. Maybe. I don't really need it to ever do that. The unprotected artifact lands are a little risky since there's so much just like cheap and easy artifact removal. Yeah, like you. They could destroy one of my lands right here. Or my commander. If they really wanted to. If I go for Krang here, I'd only be getting one card. I'm gonna go for Forge. Yeah, how slow of a mechanic speed is. Ooh, another clone. Do I want 2 clones? Nope. That's another land. I want that even less. That's more stuff I can't get out of my hand with Krang. Sun-scorched desert. Ow. Passing say, animating this, okay. I think I'll just Krang draw too. Yeah, that sounds good enough for me. No, Iron Crag! Why are you like this? Pick me girl of magic cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana here. Nice. They're going to use this as ramp. So if you earthbend onto this, they can fetch it, get the land back, and use it again. Oh, this can bounce creatures. And by creatures, I mean the Sun-scorched desert. That's kind of fun. Yeah, they would be blocking here. Cost 3 to use. I'll just hold up Disruption Protocol instead. And I want the trample because of the, you know, they wanted to block and fetch for free. No, I think I'll just play this. Yeah. And they also usually have a bunch of ways to, like, search for specific lands, because Lumra actually, like, she wants particular land. She wants to have, the land that you sacrifice to put your commander back in the command zone. Or, sorry, from the command zone into your hand, so she doesn't have a mana cost. Mirror pool, yeah. Mirror pool does things. I'll try to counter Lumra. Let's pay the 1. I could even metamorph Krang at some point. Just for more damage. But, like, right now I'm trying to consider if I want to, like, copy this Memory Guardian for more damage. Yeah, it's 1 more if I like equip that. But no, this seems good. Aura, the Imitator, lets you flash in fairies and also play instants from the top of your deck. I guess I'll keep this. I have mana, I have artifacts. This will be coming in tapped, but it's an artifact. Wonder if I want to play it right away. I think I'd rather like play Hope of Ghirapur first, but Hope of Ghirapur is not going to have that many good attacks just because Aura is, well, she's a flash flyer. She's able to hop in the way really, really quickly. Doesn't matter. Here it is. Hope. Gotta have it. Ooh, the ooze. Oh, how I love the ooze. I love it so much. The secret of the ooze is that it's a really great artifact card. The ooze. Shadow Spear. Rising Chicane. There's some 2/2 fairies you could flash in here, but like, what am I doing about that anyway? Ooh, yeah, turn me into a 4/4. Or don't. Oh no, my artifact died. Guess what I have now? Ooze! Rising Chicken? Yeah, Rising Chicken. Let's go, Glamours. Alright, they don't have black mana yet, but that means that they could have oodles of counter spells. I'll try to play Krang. Does Krang resolve? Mana Leak. I can pay 2, but not 3. So I'll let that go to my graveyard. Move my commander to the command zone. No! I'm going to slurp him up. Yum, yum, yum. With the ooze. Then move him to the command zone. I don't want to use my ooze. I guess I'll just chill on Planar Incision. Nah, I'll equip this. It's not like I'm blocking with it anyway. Alien brain tummy. Yeah, this Krang doesn't have the big, like, android suit, man. He's just like a little tummy brain. We dropped in a gate. Cool. Ooh, Inventor's Fair. We used a ooze. And I drew 2 lands. Good for me. Good for me, honestly. I think I can use one of these mutagen. Yeah, I'm down. Planar Incision does very little. You know what? I'm using 2 mutagen. Yeah! I'll get more later. I don't want these. I don't want these in my hand. I'm getting pranked. Lands? Yup, they're in there. I'll swing in with Krang. Giving Krang the trample is so good. Oh no, his nightmare! I think I just let him die. Just double checking, like... Do I care enough to keep him here? You know what? No, I'll draw one card. Yeah, one card, please. What do you mean it's also a land? Oh, goody. A land. I mean, it's a land that can get me Planar Incision back on top of my deck, which is where I don't want it. Why are you leaving? Oh, probably the 7/5 that I can make into an 8/6 with Trample and Lifelink. Or maybe it was the Ooze. Ren and 6. Very good at killing my Emporium Thopters because it deals 1 damage. It also recurs your lands, and at least it can't recur Strip Mine anymore because that's what she was doing for a long time. They go first, which means I probably won't be able to rebuke very much. But this is not a bad hand. It's just a kind of tough hand because the thing I want to play early just dies to their commander. Oh, speaking of things that die, I'm gonna die to that. It's a turn 1 Ragavan. Oh, to be on the play. The like 1-mana 1-drops you can put in this deck, it would be very good if Ragavan or like Marauder. Marauder works well in the deck. Oh, they're spelunking. I can hold the Metallic Rebuke, or I could play the Ooze, or I could play the Thopters, which then dies to this. There's nothing to exile to the Ooze. So I think I'm just gonna hold the Rebuke. Like, sorry, Monkey gets to hit me. And if they don't cast anything, I can use Currency Converter to draw and discard. Ooh, a Cyclonic Rift. Nifty. Nah, that's the pits. Roxanne? Oh no, I am not dealing with that. That's scary. Don't you know that that is a scary card? Okay, Island, Ooze, choose 2 Ooze, Ooze the Booze, and then we schmooze. I made a frog! I'll trade. Up to 5 mana. There's no fetches or anything in the graveyard. Oh, Sowing Micah Spawn can get them any land, including lands that enable land destruction. At least they're not strip mine, but they're still good. Oh, no, they went for ramp. Castle Garenbrig. Then Ren and 6. Ren and 6, I guess just plussing for nothing. Yeah, kind of surprised they didn't go for a fetch there. Yeah, all the stuff that... I know I can save it for things, but... I need Krang! Draw me 2! Okay. Seven mana. Oh, or not. I think they're probably trying to choose between big acceleration and the other kind of acceleration. No, they want to go fast. We had already seen Roxanne before. Lumra with haste. Okay, fills up the graveyard, but only has 1 land to bring back. Why don't you have haste? Okay, Castle Garenbrig used their Arena of Glory mana. Incredible. Yeah. That was some... That's a... It was trying to be efficient about their mana. You know? That's important. Yay, Shadow Spear. Oh, wait. I can't equip it this turn. That's fine. More graveyard hate. I attack your face. Ideally hitting creatures with this, non-creatures with this. Oh, Perilous Iteration grabs them a 2 and 3 cost card from their deck. You got dirt. No lands in their graveyard. They ping my face for 1. Then they hit for... I know how to count. 11. Never mind. No, they don't. Alright, Ghost Vacuum. I want to slurp up the Ice Till. The Ooze. This thing. Wonderful. Land. Signet. Shadow Spear. Boots. Boot him up. Boot her up. What? Oh, okay. I'll do 1 more damage then. This. Yeah, it's one of those, like, I didn't think I was gonna get that far. Back to 24. Yeah, Auto Tapper chose violence by not letting them use that arena. I wonder if there was a way for them to do it otherwise. Yeah, and it was just like trying to be efficient by using this. Or they did it. I wasn't paying attention to see if they did it manually or not. I mean, they could have traded. I would play it again the next turn and then boot it up again. Who gets haste? It's Holly? Ashaya! They're all lands. So, rough news, everyone. It's now lethal. I don't have a way to do it. I didn't leave up mana for a chumpy blocker. Daytime to nighttime. What a way to lose. Alcusproft, Master Sleuth, is a bunch of kill spells, counter spells, and then he draws a bunch of cards. It is Azorius Control. This hand has fun artifacts. It has the Funky Pod. I'm down. I'm down to do this. I wish we had some like artifact lands and some cool discounts, but I guess I don't know, settle for a counter spell. They scry. Oh my god, how they scry. An Arcane Signet to discount my commander and get myself some more mana. I can pay the 1. I can pay the 1 so many times, you don't even know. I'm so good at paying the 1. There's tappy mana here. No! Portal! Portal, you're not supposed to be in my hand, like, ever. Portal to Phyrexia is supposed to be, like, the thing I repurposing Bay into. Eternal Prod problem. I thought about putting a second, like, target for it. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll add in the other Krang just for fun. Oh, they humiliated him, but he's still an artifact, which is what matters more to me. I guess I'll go for Repurposing Bay, and I will pay the 1. Spell Pierced. Get him. In Yu-Gi-Oh, you would say drew the Garnet. Is Garnet like the thing you search for in one of the combos? My spell, pierced. Why'd you shock that in? Do I pay the one? Yeah, I'll pay the one. Get him. Aww. You gonna play Croft? No, you wanna hold counter spells. Okay. What if I play Memory Guardian in attack mode? No more lies. I wasn't telling any lies. Honestly, I think we were doing pretty fair things. Yay! My Thopter is resolved! It's not even an artifact. Hey! No! Yes, I'll let you draw. I need this man to make Ornithopters for me. Yay, spells! I'm doing it. I'm casting things for real right now. How disdainful. I don't think you use the profitability here. No, they disagree. Instead of just sacrificing the clue for like 2 mana, they're gonna sacrifice it and gain 1 life. Well, at least I got a clue out of it. That's an artifact. Krang likes that. And I like that. I only have 3 right now. I'm like trying to remember what the payoff is on Archway. Okay. Welcome back, Prof. Nobody likes you here. They'll get to use their insight twice. Krang! Krang? Displacer kitten. Krang! Oh my gosh! He resolved! I did it! I got to play my commander. Give him Ward 1. He's gonna die next turn. Prof's like, I can't wait to draw cards and then wipe the board the way that I, a Prof player, do. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. They gain 4 life, they draw 4 cards, and then they wipe the board. Oh, that would have been funny a few turns ago when I had Krang back on my deck. Oh, Elspeth. Oh, no, you're not a board wipe. You're gonna just kill Krang. Like, killing Krang is actually fine. Like, I'm not happy about it, but not unhappy about it. Yeah, he costs 10. I'll bring those numbers down. Easy. Easy. You want to see me bring those numbers down? We got this. Only I had a more blinkable thing here. That's fine. I'll set up for it. Yeah, you're blinkable. We're not going for scries. I'm just gonna trade in a Prof here anyway. So normally I would like cast whatever the draw is right away, but this could be really funny. Maybe I should have cast the Quicken there, because, like, you hit the Quicken. No, make my portal cost 5 mana. It could be funny. I bet I have a sorcery in my deck, maybe. No, the synthesizer. It's gone. You got a problem with white Quicken? Does it work? Great. I'm sure you'll get rid of it in the turn anyway. Yes! Speed up! Don't worry, I'm gonna bring back my creatures like Displacer Kitten. Yeah, I wonder if I should have quickened, bounced my kitten. Done as we do. Ornithopter. I mean, I can get Witch Enchanter. I don't think I'd want to, because they could bounce it back into their hand and destroy my stuff. Are you gonna rift me? Nifty Rifty? How many times did I cast Krang this game? Because I also did it from hand. I would have a Phyrexian Thopter. Thop. Gonna exile it from my graveyard. Okay, they didn't. That's good for me. They're consulting the star charts. And then having these instants lets me do a lot more. I'm still gonna draw here. No, you can have a ward 1. A farewell. What if I said no? I'm sure you have a counterspell for my counterspell, but still. Okay, Swan Song. Would I draw? With the Kitten Blink. It left the battlefield, so I got to draw a card. Yay. Okay, what else we got? Yeah, the extra draw on this is fun. So this also hits my lands, which... Ugh! Proft! Wanna hit me with your freaking Restless Anchorage? Oh no, it's Teferi. Hey, Teferi. Yeah, you cost a little. A little too much. Forge. Click it. Can't cast stuff on their turn anyway. Career's like, I'm also quickening. What you are is sickening. Yeah, we found the real commander. Restless Anchorage coming in. They get a map? I wish I could have a map. Narset is going to turn off my commander. It's rough, buddy.
There are so many mysteries to uncover.
It's a free frog. No, I actually didn't want you to tap cargo ship. I was going to use that to slam into one of these guys. Thank you, Mystic Forge. I love you, Mystic Forge. Get that thing out of here forever. Like, are they just gonna wipe the board again next turn? Yeah. But... at least I have this. I'd be able to block the flyers so I don't die. Of course they have it. Okay. Do I have a way... do things with this? Destroy untapped creatures. Okay. So I'll tap my creatures.
Keep an open mind.
She whiffed. Another board wipe? Like Teferi's gonna bounce the thing, okay.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, I wish I could freaking draw extra cards. Mumble grumble. Scrumble scramble. See that fuming? They didn't see that this was a vehicle, because it just tapped it as a mana rock. Even though I didn't want it to. Pass through attackers. There is, by the way, an instant speed board wipe. I have not drawn yet for turn, so I am okay to use currency converter here. Yeah, they have a Teferi. That's why it's like... Ow, my life total. Yeah, actually, Iron Crag. Iron Crag, girl, live your best life. Two different things that can kill Narset. Wish I could tech face. I need to be able to block flyers. Wait, it's my turn. I can actually counter that. Hold up. This is not regular Teferi. This is nerf Teferi. I can still cast spells on my turn.
My mind needs a
Roll
rest.
for this.
Okay. Tap you for all the mana. I wish I had one of my like ways to sacrifice Krang. Make a 2/2 on the ground. That's not what I need. I need bird. I don't care. Dang. I was hoping to get something on top. Didn't. That's fine. And we hold our ooze. In case they like try to snapcast or something. Yes! Look at my hand! It's empty! It's so empty. I'm like on the verge of death on each of these turns, though. Okay, they plus this time. Here's Proft, though. He explores. That's a reprieve. They can draw and reprieve, but I have tons of mana, so that doesn't do much. Gonna keep bringing myself closer and closer to death. Who knows? Maybe I'll get Shadow Spear on the top. Did I already play Shadow Spear this game? I don't think I did. Oust on top. A little too slow. Pass to attackers. Nothing. I'm going to exile one of the board wipes. For more ooze. Okay, we go to my turn. Mystic Forge, move the Treasure Vault away. I do not need Treasure Vault. Unfortunately, also a land. Put it in hand. What is on top? Ugin. Okay, I'm going to draw the Ugin. Discarding this. Sure. I have mana. Oh, whoops. One sec. One main. No. Use this. Okay. Get rid of Elspeth. To start. I don't have a way to force the damage through. Like a lethal amount of damage. Gain 3 life, draw a card. I have Tolarian Academy at home. That is another land.
To possibility.
I don't know. Narset. Secret of the Ooze. What are you at, 3? You guys love these ooze secrets. Can't animate that. You can draw. Yeah, I wish I had my ways to sacrifice Krang here for card draw. Condemn. Ooze trigger! Do I want to activate Heart of Ghirapur? I need to not have them killing me in the air. They just gained me life, which is weird. And part of that is that it tapped my cargo ship for mana again. I need to just manually be like, no, it's a creature. We use it as a creature.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Remember, Proft can draw a ton and gain a ton of life, too. Yeah, the thing there was like, do I attack two? I think I should have attacked with 2 things. I think I probably would have been safe, but it's hard. Now that I have Ugin gaining me life, though, I think I've got better chances. So they're leaving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana up. But they're looking for board wipes. deck hating Proft is pretty fair. I don't want to see him ever. Okay, they're brainstorming. Yeah, like for me, that big issue was the Narset for a little bit of like, okay, well, Narset means I'm not drawing cards. Gosh, Krang it. Yeah, if Prof didn't make a clue, I think he would be a lot fairer. Of like, yeah, well, you actually have to play clues in the deck. All right, they got Demo Field. Can you shuffle my deck? You can destroy my Uthros. Oh, it's the other real commander of the deck. Hi to Fairy. You tucking my Ugin? You mother tucker. Forge. What's on top? Emery? Cool. Go to main. Do I just have lethal yet? 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. No. Okay. We draw, we discard, we get the Ugin. I can make one more artifact there. Hopefully we get more artifacts, and I can bring it to lethal this turn. Oh, what a slog. Azorius control decks. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I have been made aware by my chat that Krang makes a noise when he comes into play, and I couldn't even hear it while I was recording because I have my volume set to so low, and that's heartbreaking. Now I have to go play some more games with him so I can hear it. Anyway, this deck did great. I think that this is a great combination of like funky artifact stuff, some card draw. I did well against decks that even have pieces that are countering the card draw and the artifact stuff, which to me means that this deck turned out pretty well. I would say that the hottest tech in this deck are cards that can repeatedly make artifacts like the Ooze and Witch's Oven. The Witch's Oven tech, by the way, I totally got from another Krang player from like 3 days ago that I saw play this card, and I loved the synergy. And so I put it in my deck as well. I think that this deck is also really getting a lot out of cards like Emery and Urza, even though this is not a Paradox Engine deck. Though you could make it into one. If you want my current deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. But if you wanted to move this deck away from just using Krang as a great beater, I love being able to give him trample, you can actually set up to cast him repeatedly with more mana rocks, untapping them each time with your Paradox Engine, and of course, drawing back up to more cards so you always have more stuff to cast. The reason I didn't do that is you do not need to see another mono blue artifact Paradox Engine deck. We've all seen far too many of them. So why bother? It's way more fun like this, where you get to be aggressive and make a giant Utrom alien! Or I guess, like, he's from Dimension X. He's like sometimes an alien, sometimes from another dimension. I don't know, TMNT is weird. Anyway, deck turned out great, and I'm very happy with it. If you would like to suggest a commander, especially a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one, or a deck that's using TMNT cards, please let me know. There are a lot of really fun ones out there, and I'm trying to get my way through a bunch of them before I take a short trip. I'll be gone for like 5 days, so I'm trying to just make as many videos as I can before I leave, and I'm trying to get through some of the ones that I've been looking forward to in that time span. But when I get back, if you guys have requests, please let me know, and I'll try to get to some of those too. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.